Hey guys, this is Shiro, and it's time for another seasonal anime top 5. This season, or at the time of me recording this, we are 3 to 4 episodes into the winter 2016 season. And yep, just like every seasonal anime top 5, my friend Mr. Niskai from Loading Screen, which I'll leave a link to him in the description below, is also making a top 5, and yeah, I'm just gonna be surprised what he put in his top 5, and if you just wanna see another guy's opinion on this, then check him out. There's a link in the description below, and yeah, he's a great guy. I really love his videos. Maybe you'll too. And another friend of mine, Kuro, or Demonic Romans, told me that he might make a top 5 too, so if he actually does, which isn't, yeah, if he does, I'll leave a link to that in the description too, and you're welcome to check it out, just to see more people's opinions on that. Like, top 5s are always different, and the reasons why people choose them, yeah, they're different. So, well, let's just start with the 5th place, or the 5th rank in this case. Another thing I have to say before I start, there will be no sequels or anything like 2nd seasons, 3rd seasons of something, or whatever 9th seasons. There won't be any of these, or series that started the season before and are still continuing into this season. They won't be in there because, you know, I'm just talking about the series that actually start in this season. So if you're wondering about why is there no Assassination Classroom Season 2, or just anything like that, or why is there no Gate Season 2, that's why. On rank 5 we have a tie. Yeah, just like last time, we have a tie. I really could not decide between two titles. They're almost, yeah, I couldn't decide. Let's just say one of them is Myriad Colors Phantom World, or Musaigen no Phantom World. It's just, yeah, there are phantoms in the world that humans can't see nowadays because they were infected with a virus that changes some things in their brain, and some of them, of these phantoms, are completely harmless. Some of them are, yeah, they're just annoying the people or just doing stuff that kind of harms people. So they, the protagonist and his team in a club in school, they have to fight them. And the thing is, while it just sounds like every other anime, by the way, it's done by Kyoto Animation, the art style is great. I really love the opening, like, holy shit, it's amazing. And also, while at the beginning it's more story driven, it's more character driven now, and starting from episode 2 to episode 4. So it doesn't feel like it's just a story being told, it feels like a story that's being told by the characters, and that's why I think it's pretty great. You should definitely check it out, at least watch the first 1 or 2 episodes, and if the art doesn't pull you in, maybe the sound will. The 2nd season on rank 5 is Divine Gate, and I haven't heard many people talk about it, to be honest, because, yeah, well, I don't know why. I really think the series is great. It adapts a more One Punch Man's art style. Like, there's some similarities there. It's not the same, but the style of shading is the same. While the art isn't outstanding, and it sometimes has like 3D models in there in some fight scenes, yeah, the art isn't really the main focus of the show. If you want to know what it's about, well, the protagonist is proclaimed to be some parent killer or something. At the beginning, we do not know if that is true or not, and the people in the world have special powers, or at least some of them do, and they want to reach the Divine Gate to get their wishes fulfilled. To be honest, the story isn't really that great. What makes the show great is that the main character's backstory actually feels sad. Like, with a lot of main characters and other characters, it just doesn't feel sad. What I have to say about this story is that the main character and that other male character, that main male sidekick, whatever you want to call him, they both have pretty sad side stories, and I think there will be a lot of elaboration on that. Also, it's still not clear in what direction the show is headed. The main girl there, the one who controls wind, yeah, that's not really a spoiler, it's just in the first episode, so just go watch it if you really think this is a spoiler. Well, I don't think her backstory isn't that sad or anything. That's why the series is only on rank 5, but rank 5 is still pretty high. And yeah, just what I'm trying to say is give the show a chance and watch at least the first 2 episodes, because maybe you'll fall in love with the art. And also, one other thing, it really does sound of sad scenes pretty well, and I love the opening and ending. They are awesome. They really are awesome. Now let's move on to rank 4, a wonderful piece of yaoi. Okay, well, maybe not, it's a sports show, but it's Prince of Stride Alternative. To be honest, it's a really amazing show. It's about parkour and people doing it and running against each other, trying to climb obstacles as fast as they can, or just getting to a certain point, and it's really amazing. It's also really, the pacing is really fast, so you really can't complain about the show being fast or the runners in the show being fast. But one thing I'm not totally sure about is this show yaoi or not? Like, honestly, in the 3rd episode, there's a bath scene, and honestly, that's the most yaoi a sports show ever was, at least for the sports shows I watched. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, it's just, it surprised me, because normally sports shows don't go that far, even if they hint at all that yaoi romance in there. To be honest, I'm not a yaoi fan, but if you are, you're gonna love this show, seriously, you're gonna fall in love with it so much. It's perfect for you then. Even the opening is already slightly, yeah. Yeah, anyway, it's in rank 4 because it is amazing and parkour is awesome. So on rank 3 there is everyone's favorite show, Erased, or Boku Dake ga Inai Machi. And to be honest, why is it on rank 3? Most people would probably rank it on 1 or 2, but not on 3. But why the hell did I put it on rank 3? First of all, what the hell is the show even about? If you do not know, it's a time travel show, or it's about somebody who can revive or use revival. That means he can just go back in time for a few minutes and change things so they are better. But once he goes back a little bit longer, I'm not gonna spoil you on anything there, because, you know, if you haven't watched it, that's not gonna tell you anything. But it starts off with a really great first episode, and the show gives you a lot of feels, not really that positive feels, just sad feels and anger. It's mostly sadness and anger, and I think the show does really well there. It's also, yeah, if you liked Steins Gate, you're probably gonna love it because of, you know, time travel. But there are 2 reasons as to why I didn't enjoy it as much as everyone else. One of them is the story is really damn predictable. Like, if after the 2nd episode you do not know what's gonna happen later, well, either they're doing it surprisingly well, or you just didn't pay enough attention, because honestly, it's really predictable. I wanna know how they're gonna do it, and that's why I still think the show is at least a 9 out of 10, because they're doing it really well so far. But yeah, that's the reason why I can't love it as much as other people. Also, another reason is that I can't really see myself in the main character. With almost all other shows, I can, but not with him. Not because he is different from everyone else, no, that would be a reason for me to actually feel like I can understand him. It's just that his reaction at the end of episode 1, him actually running away, if you watched it you'll know what I mean, is something I would never ever do, because in situations like that my brain turns to extreme logic. Yeah, but that's only nitpicking. To be honest, that is a almost perfect show. You should definitely watch it. It's totally worth your time. Like, I don't know how you could not enjoy it. Like, it's awesome. Watch it, seriously. On rank 2 we have Grimgar of Fantasy and Ash, or Haito Genso no Grimgar. Honestly, most people probably think, yeah, that's just a fantasy game world anime like everything else. And they are not wrong about the fantasy game world part, but it approaches it completely different from all other shows that ever approached this that I have seen. There may be one or two out there that I haven't seen yet that did it that way, but honestly I do not know about them. Well, they're doing it in a really slow-paced way that lets you get to know the characters. The people do not even know that they are in a game or what a game is, like the concept of a game. It's amazing and breathtaking. The characters are not overpowered, which is mostly happening in all other shows, looking at USAO. But seriously, it's mostly about the interactions between the characters and moral conflict. Seriously, there's a lot of moral conflicts there, and even the mere act of killing a goblin is extremely hard there and is a life and death battle. And it's really pulling you in. If you don't have feels while watching that, you don't have a heart. Sorry to break it to you, but you just don't, or you're just generally weird. But if you don't feel anything there, yeah, you're weird. Just watch it. It is fucking amazing, and I would give it a 10 out of 10. Seriously. Especially the art style is what really pulls you in if the story doesn't. Because all the backgrounds, except for the characters are drawn normally, are paintings, or they just look like oil paintings, and I've never seen that before, and it looks amazing. It looks breathtaking, because, you know, I kinda like oil paintings. I think they look great, and that in an anime, and it's really done well. Seriously, I couldn't complain at all. Just watch it. And if anybody tells you, yeah, it's just like SAO, it's just like Danmachi, even though I love Danmachi, but really don't listen to them, because it's not at all. It's really not. And on rank 1 we have the anime of the century. Like, honestly, anime of the century, or even of the millennium. It's Sekko Boys. Okay, yeah, I'm just kidding. I'm really just kidding. That series is just a really short series, 7 minutes per episode, and it's about our idol group made out of 4 statues, and honestly, it's just comedy. Dumb, plain comedy, but it's hilarious, and it's done in a way I've never seen before. Even though it's not original, it's kind of conflicting and confusing. Honestly, just give it a chance, because, you know, I haven't really put it on rank 1 just because I wanted to mess with... Okay, I did. Damn. But anyway, just give it a chance. It's just 7 minutes per episode, and it's one of the funniest shows I've seen so far. And it's definitely the best short episode anime this season, or in the last few seasons for me. And the ending is awesome. Seriously. Statues singing. When the hell will you ever see something like that again? It's awesome. Give it a chance. It's amazing. And so stupid. Now let's continue to the actual rank 1. Rank 1 is KonoSuba, or Subarashii Sekai ni Shukufuku wo, or Gifting This Wonderful World with Blessings, I think is the English title. I never remember the English title as well. Yeah, anyway, this series is awesome. I'd give it a 20 out of 10 if I could. And honestly, that's not unfounded, because, you know, I love parodies, and that show is a parody of everything you've ever seen about, oh, I'm getting reincarnated into another world, or fantasy, or just game concepts. It's a parody of everything, and it's doing it really well. Better than I could have ever expected. At the beginning I was like, yeah, this could turn out great. Then I watched 3 episodes and read the first 4 light novel volumes, and now I'm completely hooked. Seriously, I can't stop. It's amazing. It's awesome. To be honest, if you just talk about the anime, the animation and art isn't top notch. It's at most a 8 out of 10, or a 7 out of 10. It's really nothing special, but what makes it special is that comedy and parody element in there that makes it fucking amazing. You can... all the jokes in there and just the character interactions, that's what the story lives off of. And they're just getting sent to really weird situations that it's just weird. Honestly, if you haven't watched this show, you're missing out on something. Seriously, if people told you you're missing out on something if you didn't watch Erase, then you're even more missing out on something now. Honestly, if you like any kind of parody, you're gonna love it. Unless you have no idea about games or getting reincarnated into another world or a fantasy world anime. But honestly, there were so many of these in the last few years that you should have probably seen one or two, so you'll definitely get a few jokes in there. And honestly, the characters are so fucking stupid, except for the protagonist, obviously, who I love because he's just an asshole. Or just normal. Well, anyway, you will love it. If you don't, then I can't even explain that in words, like why would you not like it? I have no idea. Seriously. You have to love it. Watch it. If you didn't, watch it. There's no other choice. Watch it. So that's my top 5 for the season. And because I'm an asshole, I increased the count of the anime I told you about in my top 5 by 1 again. The first time it was 5, the second time it was 6, and now it's 7. Yay. But it's still a top 5 because, you know, 5th rank is a tie and that other rank 1 was a joke. But yeah, it's still a top 5 technically. So anyway, if you agree with anything I said, just leave a thumbs up or leave me a comment below and just let me know. Or just tell me your top 5 in the comments below too. If you want to see any other top 5s of other guys to see if they think the same as you do or how their opinion differs from mine, then just watch the top 5 video that my friend Mr. Niska from Loading Screen is currently making, and I have no idea what's on his list, especially, well, there's probably a Erased on there, I'm gonna bet, because, you know, it's probably on all lists this season. But yeah, anyway, I'll leave a link to his video in the description below, and if my friend Kuro, or Demonic Romance, whatever you want to call him, actually decides to make a top 5 too, I'm gonna leave a link to that in the description too. Maybe you'll enjoy it, maybe you won't, you'll see when you watch it, so yeah, anyway. If you didn't agree with my top 5 and think what I said is bullshit, then please tell me about your top 5 and tell me why you love them so much, or just ignore this video, seriously. I don't mind, you're allowed to ignore it. So anyway, see you guys next time, bye!
Try to test me.